The Newsday continues here on One News Now Business. I'm Jago Castro. Here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate front. We're still far off from a fuel price rollback, with the Energy Department expecting more price hikes until the end of the year. Prices of diesel are up by as much as 2 pesos and 50 centavos per liter. Gasoline and kerosene products will likewise see a 2 peso per liter increase. This is the 11th straight week of upward adjustments. Since July, diesel prices have increased by nearly 17 pesos per liter, while a liter of gasoline has become pricier by over 11 pesos. And kerosene posted an almost 16 peso hike per liter. Last week, the LTFRB began distributing fuel subsidies to help UV drivers and operators mitigate the impact of rising petroleum prices. But the Oil Industry Management Bureau estimates that some oil exporting countries like Russia and Saudi Arabia will continue to reduce production until December. So any fuel price rollbacks may be felt either in the beginning or middle of next year.
Lahat ng petroleum product imported, kaya apektado tayo. Hindi lang naman Pilipinas ang nakakaranas ng sunod-sunod na pagtaas, kundi buong mundo.
As oil prices climb today for the 11th straight week, lawmakers are considering the suspension of fuel excise taxes to help bring down prices. But Marikina Representative and economist Stella Kimbo warned against this move. Kimbo says she's hesitant about the plan, citing its potential effects on the government's revenue and the country's overall economic growth. House Committee on Energy Vice Chairperson Dan Fernandez estimates that the government could lose up to 13.5 billion pesos in revenue due to this move. For Kimbo, the government should first consider alternatives like fuel subsidies.
Pag magsususpend po tayo ng taxes, ibig sabihin yan, there are foregone revenues. And when we forgo revenues, ibig sabihin yan, mawawalan po tayo ng suporta para sa spending. At tatandaan po natin na medyo bumagal ang GDP growth natin ng second quarter ng taon nito. At sa ngayon naman po, sa tingin ko, marami pa namang existing unutilized funds to support our consumers. Marami pa tayo natitirang pondo for fuel subsidies.
Fernandez, for his part, told the big story that a delicate balancing act is needed, considering both the impact of the possible fuel tax suspension on the economy and the efficiency of distributing fuel subsidies. He said he called for a meeting with oil executives to further discuss possible solutions. Fernandez said he wants to sit down with owners of oil firms, as he and Speaker Romualdez are also eyeing amendments to the oil deregulation law for the unbundling of fuel pricing. This means the lawmakers want companies to open their books so they can assess their profits and purchases and find out how else the fuel price issue can be addressed.
Ating mga Meralco bills, di ba? Makikita natin, unbundle na yun eh. Nakita mo na kung ano saan pumupunta yung bawat peso that you are paying per kilowatt. The same thing dapat sa oil. We need to find out every single cent that we are paying for oil must be unbundled. We have to see saan pumupunta yon. That's the reason why kanina sinasabi ni Speaker na dapat makikooperate kayo ngayon. Because in cooperating right now, we can see the truthfulness of your intention to help our countrymen. This is your time and this is your moment to be a hero of this country, to be a part of the solution.
Here to share with us their insights on the possible measures to address the oil price hikes, we have with us on the show Boy Vargas, President of the Alliance of Transport Operators and Drivers Association of the Philippines, or ALTODAP. Magandang umaga po, sir.
Magandang umaga po, Sir Diego, at yung mga taga-subaybay at taga-pakinig.
Sige, sir, umpisahan po natin sa fuel subsidies. Nag-release na daw po ng 3 billion pesos last week. Pero sabi po ng grupo nyo, may problema daw po sa pag-claim sa land bank. Ano po ang update natin dito?
Yun po, yung may nagiging problema namin. Bukas po, humingi ako ng meeting kay Chairman Guades na para talakayin po yung nagiging problema. Unang-una po, yung naging problema, sabi po nila, ay kasama po sa election ban, kung may credit ka pa na kukunin mo sa land bank, para hindi muna nila ibibigay unless na gumawa ng exemption ang COMELEC na doon sa election ban po natin, no?
Okay.
Ay kahapon po na interview yung kasamang OBET na sinasabi niya kailan po dapat exempted po kami doon sa doon sa election ban nang dapat po makuha namin yung mga card namin dahil pag wala po kayong card hindi naman po kayo makakatanggap ng fuel subsidy. Sir Diego.
Opo.
Yung po yung gusto ko pong malinaw kay Chairman Guadis pero sabi naman po ng ating commissioner ng COMELEC na kung saan pag po nakapagpadala na ng pag nakapagpadala na po ng sulat ang LTFRB ay automatic po naman na sinasabi nila na tatanggalin nila sa election ban po yung yung mga sa fuel subsidy po, sir.
Okay. Punta naman po tayo, sir, sa fuel excise tax. Sa pag-suspende dito or anong mas gusto nyo po? Ituloy na lang po ang subsidies. Saan po kayo pabor?
Alam niyo, pabor po ako sana masuspindi po muna sana yung excise tax para po talaga makababa kami. Yan po yung papahirap sa amin dahil pati po yung oil deregulation law, dapat po pag-aralan na ng ating mga magagaling na mambabatas yan dahil ito po ba yung nakakabuti o nakakasama sa hanay po ng transportation. Kasi po, kung makikita po natin, kami po sa hanay po ng transport sector ay kami po ay regulated, hindi po kami deregulation.
Okay.
Kaya po pag kami magpapail ng per hike, dadaan po kami sa tamang proseso at matagal po bago kami ma-aproban na Sir Diego.
Okay. Pero sir, sabi po ni Rep. Fernandez, ang estima nila mawawalan daw ang gobyerno ng 13.5 billion pesos. Malaking epekto daw sa ekonomiya ito. Ano po ang thoughts nyo dito?
Sa amin naman po sa transport sector, sana po kami, humihiling kami. Sabi po nila kung ganun ang malawawala sa gobyerno, ano naman po ang dapat nilang itulong sa transport sector. Kasi nga kami po talaga yung unang-unang nasasaktan dahil unang-una, pataas po ng pataas ito at sabi po sa amin, baka po abutin tayo ng 80 pesos per liter. Hanggang December po, kung tuloy po tataas to. Saan naman po namin kukunin yan? Paano naman po kami mabubuhay? Lalo po yung aming mga driver. Paano mo mabubuhay dito? Baka po ang gawin nila, baka po maghanap na lang ng ibang trabaho o pumasok sa construction na para po kumita sila at may pakain sa pamilya, Sir Diego.
Sir, para sa long-term na solusyon daw, pabor ba kayo sa mga pag-amyenda sa oil deregulation law para i-unbundle daw ang pricing ng fuel?
Pabor po kami doon, susuportahan po namin yun na talagang dapat po talaga siguro sa haba-haba ng panahon na itong deregulation law po ba ay nakatulong sa transport sector or sa namumuhunan lang pabor po ito?
Ayun sir, sa September 26 ang LTFRB po will tackle fare hike petitions. Ang panawagan nyo po ay 5 peso increase. Bakit po 5 piso? Papayag ba kayo, sir, na mas mababa na lang na amount ang ibibigay considering daw may epekto daw ito sa inflation?
Wala naman po kami magagawa. Pinail po namin yon pero ang magdidesisyon po rin, LTFRB pa rin ang mga board, Kasi kami naman po, pinail namin yon na talagang nakikita namin na sapat po yung pinail namin. Pero siguro po doon sa hearing, Sir Diego, ko po,
Yes.
Mukhang hindi na po kami mapatutuloy ng hearing ng 26
Okay.
dahil parang in-adjust po ng 28, Dahil kasi may budget hearing daw po sa Senado, andun po yung mga board, Yun po, mababago po yung 26 namin, baka po maging 28. Yung po yung sabi sa akin sa LTFRB, kahapon po andun ako, chinek po kung kailan yung aming hearing. Yung po ang sinabi na sa akin na baka 28 daw po, Sir Diego.
Okay. Pero sir, isang tanong na lang po, sa 5 pisong panawagan niyo po, magkano po more or less ang nagiging take home po sa isang araw ng isang driver po natin?
Sa ngayon po, napakaliit na lang, Sir Diego. Baka po pinakamalaki na yung 300 na naiuwi sa 16 hours na biyahe ng jeep namin. Baka po gano'n na lang kalaki ang naiuwi nila. Kaya po ito yung ginawa namin. Pero siguro po sa hearing namin, sana ang makuha po namin yung aming prayer na provisional increase na piso muna.
Okay.
Kahit pa paano po makakatulong ito sa mga driver. Dahil Sir Diego, kung ikaw po makakapagsakay ng 300 na katao, 300 pesos din po ang maidadagdag parang kahit kung po kulang, kahit pa paano po yung malaking tulong dito sa taas po ng diesel natin ngayon.
Yun, maraming salamat po Sir Boy Vargas, Transport Group ng ALTODAP. Maraming salamat, sir.
Maraming salamat din po sa inyo at mabuhay po kayo, sir.
Good morning. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The House of Representatives approves on second reading a bill that would establish a new fiscal regime for the mining sector. The bill, which is among the Marcos administration's priority measures, seeks to impose a margin-based royalty and windfall profits tax on miners. The proposed fiscal regime is expected to yield 12.4 billion pesos in 2025, with revenue seeing an increase of 500 million pesos each year. Finance Secretary Ben Jokno sought the mining tax reform bill's immediate passage, noting that foreign investors want a more simplified tax regime. Meanwhile, as commodity prices continue to climb, fewer people are optimistic that the country's economy will improve in the next 6 months, according to an Octa research study. The survey conducted last July showed that 46% of the respondents see Philippine economy getting better within the year. Some 43% expect it to remain the same, while 6% anticipate a worsening economy situation, and another 6% were uncertain. Optimism dropped by 4 points compared to a similar survey conducted in March, while pessimism remained steady. Luzon was logged as the region with most people seeing an improving economy, while Visayas had the most pronounced doubt. In August, inflation jumped to 5.3%, the first uptick after 6 months of decline. President Bongbong Marcos secured billions of pesos in investment pledges from Singapore. Among these is from multinational technology company Dyson, which will contribute 11 billion pesos. The company plans to expand factories and other facilities in the Philippines, which will reportedly create over 2,000 jobs. The president also met with Malaysian retail specialist Valiram Group to strengthen ties in the next 5 years. Apart from these investment pledges, Marcos also attended the Formula One Grand Prix, accompanied by Singaporean Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. The two leaders also held a meeting where Marcos vowed a stronger partnership with Singapore. And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Diego Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.